What's up, guys? In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to basically get the special angles by using your hands, so the sine and cosine. It's very easy. Now this is a terrible drawing, but just ignore it for now and just focus on the main purpose of this video, which is how to get the sine and cosine of any angle you want. And I've put the 5 special angles here, which is 0, pi over 6, pi over 4, pi over 3, and pi over 2, and you start from your pinky and go all the way to the thumb. So the way that works is you go, if you want to calculate the sine, you go from left to right, and if you want to calculate the cosine, you go from right to left. And the way it works is you see the blank square root over 2, and I'll show you how it works. So for example, let's say you want to get the sine of 0. Well, in this case you have to count how many digits does it take to get to your pinky, and in this case it's 0. So you put 0 here and divide over 2. So sine of 0 is simply root 0 over 2, which is 0. Let's do something harder. For example, I want to get sine pi over 3, so this angle right here. Then I will count how many digits does it take to get to this finger. And in this case you have to count 1, 2, 3 digits. So you put that 3 in the square root. So sine pi over 3 is simply root 3 over 2. Now what's sine pi over 2? Well, sine pi over 2, in order to get here, you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 digits. Root 4 over 2 is simply 1, so sine pi over 2 is 1. Now this works for cosine because you have to go from left to right. Now what if we want to do this for, no sorry, it works for sine, my bad. What if you want to do this for cosine? Well, if you want to do that, then you just have to reverse the order. So let's say you want to have the cosine of 0, right? Then what you do is simply count 1, 2, 3, 4, and root 4 over 2 is 1, so cosine of 0 is 1. Let's say you want to get the cosine of pi over 4, then if that's the case, you count 1, 2, root 2 over 2, so that's cosine pi over 4. Cosine pi over 6, again, you count 1, 2, 3, root 3 over 2, so that's cosine pi over 6. This is a very simple yet effective method to get the sine and cosine of our special angles right here. There are times where you get more complicated angles, but you just got to know your you just got to know your quadrants and all to solve the rest of the complicated ones. But for the basic angles or the midterms, sometimes they bring you like these kind of angles on the midterms, then you'll know what to do. Okay, thanks guys for watching, and have a great night.